Just when you thought your arse could not be any more raw, Bitcoin decides to go straight off the side of a cliff.
Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Something that happens by chance, I think not.
What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy, Hold, Sell. Hope, of course, you're all well. Just going to get straight into it. Last week was a bloodbath. Absolute pain in the game. A lot of people got hurt last week, and I'm one of them. You know, even with the trading strategies, you know, I've been talking about the last 6, 7, 8, 9 months of, you know, we need to be preparing for a crash. We've seen pullbacks. We've been jumping back in after them, riding waves. We've been doing all of this. Always said at least have a serious amount of cash. It used to be 1/3 cash. Then it became 2/3 cash. In and around going into this one, I was about 50% cash, but I had a lot of swing trades. So all the swing trades that I was in have all but closed, bar my ones that I am shorting, which we'll get into. So hopefully people that are watching the channel have been prepared for this, and you know, you've protected yourself to a certain extent. For people in my elite Discord group or people that are in my elite course, better yet, launched last week. God, that couldn't have came at a better time. Anyone that's watched that course should have saved themselves 20, 30, 40%, God knows. The blood was real, and as of Wednesday, you should have been out of all your trades and you would have saved a lot of money. So hopefully that has been the case. We're getting good positive feedback from the course. New video uploaded on the course today as well for anyone in the group. Check that out. But what we're going to look at here is the Bitcoin, a dream. Did touch in and around 41, 42,000. One hell of a green candle, red candle, one hell of a red candlestick here. 30% drop overnight. Woke up to that, which was nice. We've jumped in. Personally speaking, I've jumped in on a bit of a bounce, maybe a dead cat bounce. We don't know what kind of bounce it will be, but the way I look at it is I'm in, rightly or wrongly, but I've learning more about crypto trading. It's not been something that I'll hold my hands up and say that I've been A and B'd into. It's only really been on my radar really from the last bull run. I really got an understanding. I did my video, and I'll share the link to the video about Bitcoins. It's 3 minutes. I put a lot of effort in. I think it's a good video to show you exactly what Bitcoin is in a summary. Pullbacks like this are healthy. They're good to see. Maybe a crypto winter potentially is on its way. Who knows? I still will put myself out there and say by the end of March, I think we'll be closer to 100K than where we are now, 50K. I had been prepared for 50. If you've watched my last few videos, I've been talking about 50. I felt 50 was likely. Obviously, we've seen this drop here of about 42. I think we might get a bit of a jump, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do end up in and around this level of support here. And then I'm preparing for 30 as well. Don't see any worst case scenario being lower than 30, but that would be one hell of a drop for anybody that's in on the crypto dream right now. You know, you're looking at another 40% drop. That's going to hurt a lot of people. So I'd rather be prepared than fail to prepare, sort of thing. So look, that's all I want to say about Bitcoin. Last week, stocks, if you look at my watch list, brutal. Brutal. Red. Very hard to pick any winners. We were in a couple of winners. We were in Matterport till Wednesday, up 15, 16% on the day. We did the video. We bought the next day. It shot up. We got up. Thankfully, it was such a good rise that I just took profits. So lucky. That was a brutal one. That really could have got caught with the pants down there, but we didn't. Thankfully, we've still a bit of money in. We're getting burned on it. I like Matterport. I think it's a high price right now, to be honest. But it has had like a 30%, 35% pullback in one day. It was crazy. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm in on this. The people that are in my elite Discord will have seen that I posted this on the 30th, and we have read this right up. And just also we'll have a look at the volatility here. We can see volatility is off the radar. Seriously, up and down, 10% there. Look at this day from start to end. 40%. I did that in my other video, 40%. Serious. Now that brings me to this. If we look at this, the VIX is at the highest level since the meme stock craze in January. Also, down in the description, you'll see my link to Reuters, the biggest financial outlet in the world. I've done 2 articles with them. One of them is actually on the meme craze, so go in and read that article. It is good. You can see here the asset classes by year-to-date total return. Bitcoin's obviously leading the way. Bitcoin is the future. Bitcoin is the one. The big key things are the supply chain and logistics. We know a lot of companies have reported their earnings, and a lot of them are using supply chain issues as you know, to decrease their outlook or perhaps not hitting their targets. So Definitely keen to see how the supply chains are looking, so that we'll want to see that come down. Consumer sentiment and economic optimism, always good to see how people are feeling about it. I'd say after the last week, people aren't going to be feeling too good, but something quite positive there could lift things a bit. And jobs, as usual, should lift things if it's on the right side. Keep an eye on all of that. I think the whole Roni Roan thing's played a factor. I think people taking profits. I think there's a whole collection of things that has caused this drop, and the main reason being, it was just due. It's just due to come. I talked about the S&P. I talked about the shooting star candle that was developing on the monthly chart. Very, very dodgy, very, very gapey. Not a good sign for the S&P. And I anticipate potentially a drop on that, and we're off to some start in December. So all of this has been, you should be aware of if you've been watching the channel. Big money's been pulling out of the SPY for a reason, and when smart money starts to take money out, you've had Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Zuckerberg. Those people in the world have sold about 69 billion of their assets in stocks. So is it any wonder things are pulling back? That's what smart money's doing. They're rolling up. Something that we talked about in this channel is crashes. If there is a crash, your growth stocks, your small cap, all of that gets hurt really, really badly first. That's the first thing to go in a crash, okay? So, for example, let's look at Teladoc. Let's just be honest. One hell of a gaping on the Teladoc dream. From the highs to the lows, you're looking at a 70% drop. Brutal. It's up over, about say $300 a share. We are currently sitting at about just below, well, 93, but it was at like 80. So that's one hell of a drop. But then on the flip side, the positive side, just to get us back up to those highs, you're looking at around 240, 250% increase. I'm not saying that's going to happen, because I don't believe that's going to happen anytime soon. But these things will bottom out. The floor will come. Whether that's soon, I don't know. But what I'm looking for is the Fang stocks. So if we look at Netflix, for example, on the day chart, we can see a sell symbol came in. And by the way, you get access to all these symbols and stuff, all these buy and alert symbols, all in my elite course. Sell symbol came in on the 22nd, and we're down roughly about 12%. I done this video the other day, and it's done really well, 137 views. That's the other thing. Bring me to my next point. Going forward, until the sort of excitement gets back in the stocks, I'm not going to do as many videos. There's just no point doing as many videos, because when the stocks are down, no one's pumping in the money, you know, they're buying Christmas presents rather than buying the dips. There's no interest. Look at all YouTubers that are doing the financial game. Their view counts went down dramatically. This is a good video. I recommend watching it. It is actually good. Don't panic. Market's down. There is ways to find stocks. But there was a comment that came in from this. Markets are looking shaky. I'm expecting another week of downtrend, followed by a Santa rally to Xmas. And I think a dam will burst early in the new year. Have to be ready, as they say. And he's really enjoying my course. And I just went back to him saying that I keep an eye on the Fang stocks. That's when you know the market crash is over and we're entered a bear market, in my opinion. And I'm saying that, you know, you want to see sort of 15% to 20% pullback in them for it to really be right. That's hopefully the bottom. So yeah, bringing me to then Netflix. If we look at some of the Fang stocks, then these sell symbol came in. By the way, these indicators you get included in my course. I really do recommend that, especially for anybody that's looking to maybe protect themselves from these harsh drops. But anyway, 12% down. That came in on the 22nd of November. Alphabet. We can see similar drop down. We're only down about maybe 6%, say, since the symbol came in on the 22nd of November. And trust me, the list goes on. I'm not going to prove the point any further. Amazons are all the same, all down. The one that's not down is Apple. Apple still looks like a buy. It still looks relatively strong, but those in the course will know what we're looking at here. There is a reversal happening, and this is going down, baby. So that's my stock for the pick for this week. I'm going to be shorting Apple, like the Amazons, like the Netflix. If there's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10% pullbacks, I want every single drop of it. And I'm going to be probably leveraging this, but for newbies, beginners, even just a gentle short ETF, don't play about with the margin call stuff. Protect yourself. Look for the ETF 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, maybe leverage, but whatever you think. But this one, if we get the indicator symbol, I'm buying. And the other one that I'm shorting, and I hate to short this one because I love it that much, is Tesla. Sell symbol came in. We are going down to Chinatown. And this could go really down because Tesla is that volatile. We'll see. Keep an eye on it. Again, know your risks, be careful, all of that stuff. I don't naturally like shorting. It's not a natural thing to do. Bet against stocks that you love. But if they pull back, you want to be riding it. And to me, it looks like we're going down. So hopefully these stocks really do fall. How much more will the other stocks fall? God knows. But I'm keeping an eye on this as my marker to, are we in a crash? Is this a crash? Is a froth at the top? And I'll keep you updated on the channel. Or on the side of positivity, I can go into more reasons behind it, but go watch that video about how you find stocks, that'll help you. But even just looking at this, if we look down, what stocks did well? FedEx, surprisingly, coming into their busiest time of year, obviously healthcare. But the one I really like is MasterCard. And we can see here that MasterCard is looking like a potential reversal. Those again in the course will know what I'm talking about here, but this one's on my radar for a potential buy this week. Markets are very dodgy. I'll only be buying if the markets as a whole, the indices, are doing reasonably well. I think if the markets are going down, don't really go with anything, because what we'll see here is a lot of these were green on the day, but when the markets are down, they all just get sucked down. So MasterCard potentially, and Visa, why not? Look at Visa, similar situation, looking like it's had a bad run, but it's looking like it could get a bit of strength. We're well below our 180 to be fair, but the other indicators, there is potential there for a jump. And the other one that I have on my radar is a PayPal, similar situation. The interest rates are going to get announced to go up, so it only makes sense that the banks will do better. More interest they can charge, the more they make. It's as simple as that. So keep all them on your radar. Just be interested to see if we can get more of an update on Jerome Powell's thought process for when tapering is going to go. Was it going to be June? Is it going to be earlier? All of that. Markets don't like uncertainty. That's all feeding into it as well. We will see. That's the video. Really, third time of videoing this, so apologies if I'm spitting it out. It's just, I've just done this video 3 times. So yeah, that's the video. I hope you found it informative. Please smash that like button. Help a man out in these dark times when there's no one watching videos. I'm just talking to a camera here and only 100 people are watching it. It's sad, guys. I feel like I'm back to a year ago when I started the channel. So yeah, please help me out. Smash that button. Hit the subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. Trade safely. All the descriptions down there about the course, about links to get free crypto, free shares, all that. It's all down there. You know the drill. I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.